Here you go, Stuart Piddle on the Most Target Assistant. Hope you're having a good day. It is a rainy, dreary day in North Carolina. That means my body is on fire. My hips, my ankles, my knees, my shoulder is just fried. I can't hardly even lift my arm over my head. That's about as good as I got. Oh my God. Anyway, that's from riding a motorcycle. Let me see. See that big white spot? That right there is hitting the pavement at 45 miles an hour on my drag racing Sportster that I had. Came around a curve right after it had been raining, and pea gravel had flooded the road, and when I got in the sharp curve, it just slung the back tire up from under me, and I hit the freaking ground. There's three types of riders. Those have been down, those who say they're not going down, and those who are going down, and everybody's going down. Eventually, you're going to crash. Anybody that says, oh, I never crash, you ain't never rode a motorcycle. You ain't never rode long enough. I've got 60 or 70,000 miles under my belt, and that's within 12, 15 years that I put that many miles on a motorcycle. Just got kind of started today. I told you guys that Tina's car, they did something to her where the radio quit working, so I did a little Googling, and they told me what to do, so I disconnected the battery for a little bit, let it reset. So got it back on again. Come out here in the backyard. Now, you know what happens, guys, when I generate a little bit of revenue. What happens? 2 steps forward and 10 steps back, right? Told you a couple weeks ago that my transmission started to give me crap in my Ranger. Yesterday, I say bon voyage and farewell to my camper. Turn around, come back in, and the guy calls me, man, there's something wrong. He said, you got any fuel line? I was like, why? Because I sell somebody something, I want to make sure it's right. He said, man, the fuel line just split down at the fuel pump. I don't know what's wrong. I said, okay, let me get in the truck and I'll go get some fuel line, because it's service after the sale. I'm trying to take care of a customer. So I race. I jump in it, and lately I've been letting it warm up. Because you go down the road, you got first and second gear, but it won't go into drive. It just kind of goes to neutral. So I got going down the road, and it wouldn't go into third gear. So I pulled off the side of the road, warmed up a little bit more, tried to get it moving. It wouldn't go into third gear again. Went down the road a little bit more in second gear. It wouldn't go into third gear again. So it took me 10 minutes to make it to advance. Get there, miraculously, no fuel line. None. I may call you in a minute. I may need transmission fluid. I'm waiting on Jimbo to tell me exactly what to buy. I didn't get Transex the other day. I guess I picked up the wrong stuff, so I'll have to have you get that. Okay. But I'll call you. So, finally make it to advance. They didn't have what I needed. Went back to help him out. And the fuel line split at the fuel pump, which made it lose prime. Well, when it lose prime, sometimes it's hard to get prime again. So it acted like the symptoms was that the fuel pump went out. A lot of times, as I've said before, sitting is the worst thing on things, especially with lines, with rubber lines, because what it'll do is they can swell shut. So came home, got my boat motor, my boat gas tank out, went it up there. We dumped all the fuel out of it and got him the right fuel. I didn't want to waste all the mix I had, because that stuff ain't cheap. Plus, I used the expensive I think 93 non-ethanol, which is high dollar stuff. That stuff's like $7-8 a gallon. Switched out the fuel, get on up there, and rigged it up. Took the doghouse off the motor and rigged it up with that tank gravity feeding it. Well, the carburetor wouldn't take gravity feed. It's old Quadrajet, which is a great carburetor. They're great. They're not exactly high performance carburetors, but they work good for daily driving. So that didn't work. I said, hey man, let's put the pump back on it, and you go down the road and you just pump it, and that'll force gas in the carburetor. Once we did that, that thing cranked up and purred like a kitten again. So at this moment, I'm waiting for him to bring my gas tank back. I pray that he does. I'd actually forgotten to get my water pump, not off the motor, but the 12-volt water pump. I forgot to get that out of my camper. So I'm hoping he'll bring that as well, and that additional water tank, the fresh water tank that's in the camper. I know I don't make a habit of selling things and asking for things back, but he seems to be pretty cool, because I went over and beyond to help him get this deal done. And how many people, after you sell a vehicle, come and help you with the vehicle, make sure it's a good car? Because when you sell something, it's no refunds, no exchanges, all sales are final. The taillight warranty, when the taillights go out, there is no warranty. Well, I'm not that kind of guy. I'm going to make sure that somebody gets what they pay for. So now, because I made that money selling the camper, now guess what? I get up underneath it, and it looks like, because the fluid was good in it before. And granted, this transmission has probably got 120,000. Well, no, it's probably got 140,000 miles, which is a lot of miles on a C4 transmission. The Ranger we got this truck out, the transmission out of, had 121,000 miles on it. I bought that truck specifically for the transmission to get my little bitty 40,000 mile truck running. So now with the 120 and 40, this transmission got like 160,000 miles. So it's time for a little bit for something. Like my buddy said, he said the papers start to get dry inside the transmission. And once they get dry, they get brittle and they don't grab like they're supposed to. So he told me to get a product called Transex. So I've got it jacked up, and the fluid does smell a little burnt. Anytime that it's done this lately, when it kind of went into neutral, I just pull off the side of the road and let it warm up. It didn't help this time. And the fluid is not burnt, but you can smell where it got a little bit heated. The worst thing you can ever do in a vehicle with the transmission that's going bad is do not keep pushing it. If it's got a problem and you keep pushing it, all you're going to do is exacerbate the problem. You're going to fry your transmission. More than likely, the pump in them will go out, and then you're going to toast everything, and then there's no way to recycle anything in the trans. All you may have is a good case. So luckily, one of my good friends is my transmission man. He built the transmission in my Bronco and several other vehicles. I don't have $1,500 now to build a transmission. I just don't have it. I need this truck to last long enough to get me to the lake. After that, I can take my time and worry about fixing it, but for now, I have to have this truck because it's good on gas, and I still got a lot more materials to get. A guy on Facebook Marketplace was giving away 3,500 square feet of insulation, and I was like one of the first or second guys to text. And for 2 days, he told me, "Oh, well, it's pending sale. Guy's supposed to come. Guy's supposed to come. Guy's supposed to come." Well, he texted me this afternoon, "Hey, you want this?" The guy's been flaky with me. He's not coming to get it. I said, "Yeah, I know." I said, "I'll be there in an hour." So I'm thinking I'm waiting on the address. I'm waiting on the address because I was going to have to unhook the Bronco, bolt the seat into the Bronco, get the jet ski off my trailer. It's going to be a lot of work, but for free insulation, 3,500 square feet worth of insulation is a lot of money. That's a lot of money, and I desperately needed that insulation. He texted me back. He said, "I'm sorry. It's just been so chaotic, but I got a guy that just jumped on it." You see, with my Facebook Marketplace, the trolls have went and attacked it as well. Let me tell you how much these trolls are proving that I'm targeted. They attack my Facebook Marketplace. They attack my reputation on there, and I've always made good sales. Always. But I don't ask people to give me a recommendation. I don't fill out those little lists of, was it on time? Was the product as advertised? Did you pay too much? Did you pay too less? Did you haggle? Blah, blah, blah. I don't do that stuff. I ain't got time. I just make sure it's a good product because I have a conscience, and I can't bear to sell somebody something that's not going to be right. I'm totally honest. When I sold that Bronco 2, I told the young man exactly what it needed, and he was happy. I was happy. Everything I sell, that's why I continue to sell, because I don't want to sell somebody junk, because I don't want to buy junk. Now, I purposely buy junk for me to be able to fix up and sell and make a little bit of money. So today, getting ready to pour down rain, the product I bought, I thought I picked up the Transex. I thought it was a kind of Transex. It's in the same color bottle and everything, but it's Rizlone, and my buddy says Transex, so I'm not going to risk. This is already $16 for this right here that I've already wasted. So it's going to go on the cabinet and sit for somebody else that needs it, because I want to get exactly what my transmission man tells me. So that's the plan today, to do that. Let me tell you about the trolls. The same ones who say I'm not targeted, are the ones that are targeting me. Not only do they attack my channel, as you see so you can't see the dislikes now, but before YouTube turned them off, you could see the dislikes were always double than the thumbs up, because they have so many fake. That vilified douchebag, he has like probably 20 or 30 channels, okay? Is it really hard to believe that somebody that does nothing all day long but play on the computer, is it hard to believe that he would sit there and sit that? Because guess what? When you have 20 or 30 channels, you can thumbs up every video you have. You can go on one of your many channels to a different page, and you can sit there and attack someone. And it looks like the whole world's against you when it's only one douchebag. Right? That's what convicted thieves do. Well, when I exposed the convicted thief and his YouTube email address, the Gmail account from that YouTube channel, the Samantha 1974, I got another one from Honda 1972. Guess who that could be? Vilified douchebag. So you know what they did? And this is how stupid they are. not realizing that there's an IP address that tracks right back to their home, and that's already been figured out. Okay, that's already. They went ahead. They went on Zoosk, Zoosk. They went on Zoosk and set up a fake profile using my email. So I've got 10 horny douchebags looking for love emailing me now. That's how petty these trolls are. Think about that. All they're doing is just giving me more evidence of everything. So I hope that he gets many, many more things. I hope he fixes up everything. Because, I don't know, I might rent the stuff. I might rent his house back. I might rent his house back to him. I don't know. I'm not a bad guy. I'm compassionate. Some people can't overcome their disability. Apparently, it's a serious disability. Jackwagon. So that's Troll 101 for today. Troll 101 today. Not going to stop me. Not going to shut me down. Still not silence me. I'm still getting my voice out. But your thumbs up helps. So now I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for my buddy Jimbo to call, and I'm going to just keep hitting up I found a lot of lumber that I need. I don't have something to drive it with now. So I didn't want to put the seats back into my Bronco until I fix the floorboard, but I may have to. I may have to because I've got to have something to drive to go pick up all the rest of the materials that I need. I don't think Tina works till tomorrow afternoon, so I've got to get to the courthouse in the morning, get the rest of the paperwork filled out for. As I said, they squashed my body cam footage request. They're shutting it down. They don't want me to have a voice. They don't want me to have the proof that I need. So the courthouse is going to fight me. The judges are going to fight me. Everybody's going to fight me, and I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep standing up. How long is it going to take for the viewers out there to say, man, there's something wrong? There's no way somebody has this much bad luck. Ever. How could somebody, because what you see on here, this is me. I'm not faking it. I don't put on a fake emotion. I don't go, hey, you guys, welcome to the channel. That ain't me. I'm as real comes. I'm going to tell you the truth, no matter if it hurts your feelings. That's what I'm commanded to do by God. Speaking of God, I don't know if anybody caught the great demon debate on Global Vision Bible Church, or Pastor Greg Lott's channel. That's my church. That's my home church. We had a dude named Dwayne in there. He's got a YouTube channel with about 100 subscribers. He's about the same kind of troll as a troll that attacks me, the Villatide douchebaggle. He tried to prove that demons cannot hurt Christians, that we are saved by God, and once we're saved, demons have no power over us. Well, Pastor Lott overwhelmingly proved him incorrect, proved him to be foul. My pastor, even years ago, went to this guy's church, gave a free service. I think he even donated thousands of dollars to help him get his church off the ground, and then he comes back and cuts my pastor's throat. He was a very, very, like I said, great demon debate, Global Vision Bible Church. Go check it out. He was extremely rude in front of all the members of the church. And close to 250 of those members had attended deliverance and got the demonic spirits that they were being oppressed by. They got relieved of those evil spirits. They got relieved. God set them free from the spirits that were oppressing them. He sat there in front of the whole church on stage and said, you're talking to my pastor. Now, this is the same kind of trolls that I deal with. Called my pastor a false prophet, saying because he got a divorce that he doesn't have the right to stand in the pulpit. I guess God said that you have to force a woman to stay married to you forever because that's the law. No, that ain't the law. So, pretty disgusting to see men of God, and it's the same thing I'm dealing with. The troll that attacks me, he sits on there and talks about God and says his little prayer and reads a couple verses, so maybe people assume that he's not still a thief. There's certain things you don't see me do on this channel. I don't go out and give gifts for this channel to show off, because the Bible says don't present your alms for the people to see. The Bible also says don't go out in the streets and the synagogues and do your praying. You don't pray out loud for people to see you. The Bible says to what? Go to your closet, shut the door, and whisper your prayers to God, because he already knows it, but he wants to hear it from your mouth. So all these people that want to make a big show about, I'm God and I'm heavenly, here's my Bible, and I'm going to take my hat off, and I'm going to pray, and I'm going to pray God will deliver you. Well, watch out. Watch out. Those are the ones that's going to lead you astray. All the gang stalkers, all of a sudden, my whole road just woke up as soon as I started recording. The road just starts being busy. There's your horn honk. targeted individual. Also today, just want to let you guys know I got the porch up on my camper. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I didn't really know how to do it, but I figured it out. Did a little. I searched on YouTube and listened to the first instructions, and then walked away from it and did it myself. I kind of screwed it up, and then went back and started figuring it all out. But yeah, this is my expandable porch. I'll be taking this one off, this one too. So I have two of these roll-out porch covers. The word, I mean, they're yelling at me so hard in my head right now that I can't even make the thought of what this is called. I know it's more than just a porch cover. I know exactly what it's called, a canopy. There you go. As you can hear, the thunder and the lightning is moving in. I gotta clean up my urinal full of transmission fluid, and we'll get busy. I'm Stuart Pidlone, the most targeted citizen. Please check out the Great Demon Debate, Greg Locke, Global Vision Bible Church. I'm Stuart Pidlone, the most targeted citizen. God bless. Pray for me, pray for my family, pray for your purpose. Always pray in Jesus' name. PayPal link is in the description. Anything you've done, it was greatly appreciated and will greatly help, because the devil's trying to shut me down. We're going to be on a houseboat soon. You're going to see it happen right here. God bless.